YouTube, happy Sunday. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. And I know TikTok at this moment, which they normally do this when I do these, they send out um, notifications to people. Good morning, King. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. Happy Sunday to everybody. Anybody, and I know this weekend, tomorrow, it's Labor Day in the States. And yeah, I will be here tomorrow live streaming. I've been here every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I've been doing these for over a month. And in fact, today's my birthday and I'm live streaming. So actually, we went out last night to dinner and a movie. So good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Quincy. Good morning, Hector. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Now, YouTube does show me who's coming on. YouTube does not. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, M. What do people call you? TikTok shows me who's coming on, and I can see when somebody comes on and then they go off and they come back on. YouTube does not show me that. YouTube only shows me the number of people that are on. So if you don't comment, I don't know who's on. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, Aaron. Good morning, Mark. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. And it's so funny with these lives that nobody wants to say why they're on. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Paula. Good morning, Nancy. But I believe that most people that are coming, not just on my lives, but other people that are live streaming on TikTok or YouTube, I am in two places. I have software that lets me do that. You're either looking for a way to make money from home or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you want. And because a lot of you, you're not just getting on my live, you're getting on lives of the other people who are streaming on, whatever social media platform. I am on TikTok. I've got TikTok on my phone and I've got YouTube on my MacBook Pro. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning, Mohammed. Good morning, Frank. I'd love to know where you're coming in from. I live 40 minutes outside the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Good morning, Ron. Thank you, Ron, for liking the video. I know you were doing that yesterday to the other day. I appreciate you liking my lives. Anybody else wants to like my lives, whether you're on TikTok or YouTube, that helps my TikTok account, that helps my YouTube channel. And I am on multiple platforms because I've been doing this for a long time. And in fact, tomorrow, September 1st, is Labor Day in the States. It's my 14-year anniversary in this industry. I started 14 years ago in September. I lost my job in August. I couldn't find another one. I was, oh, you're from West Africa. Okay, we have a lot of people in our community from Africa. I lost my job. I couldn't find another one. I was broke, unemployed, and in foreclosure. I couldn't find a job, and thank you. And I couldn't find a job. And I had always had entrepreneur in me as a little kid. I had a car wash and had a Kool-Aid stand. My dad was my only customer. And I was never encouraged. And you're talking, I was like 8, 9, 10 years old when I did that. Nobody ever encouraged me. And so I did what my parents would said, go to college and get a good job. And I did that. And after I did finish my degree, I got a better paying job, but I ended up losing that one. I had a 2 to 3 hour day commute, which I don't miss at all. I was literally spending 2 to 3 hours a day. If there was anything going on, it was longer, because I remember one day I left at 4:00 and we were having a little bit of snow, and it took me, I didn't get home till after 7:00. It took me over 3 hours to get home. Because it just, there's a little bit of snow on the road and a lot of people on the road at the same time. And where I live in the Northeast, people tend to freak out. And we didn't even have an inch of snow, but I do not miss that. My commute now is I go up a flight of stairs. I go from my downstairs upstairs. I have a room, in my upstairs on my second floor that I turned in. It's my office. That's where I'm coming in at. And actually, at some point, I'm going to have my office will be a wreck, have it painted, because there was a leak in the roof and the leak has been fixed, but it leaked through to the ceiling in my office, and that needs to be, well, actually the whole room needs to be painted. It's a little bit complicated. So Yeah, I'm in my office, and that's my commute. I go up a flight of steps. It takes me about a minute. Yeah, if you'd like my live, I'd really appreciate it. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. And I was just saying, why do online marketing, making money from home? Uh, Tomorrow, actually, next month, September, is my 14-year anniversary in this industry. And when I started, I didn't know anybody. I knew somehow people were making money on the internet, and I think it was God. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. I think it was God telling me people are making money on the internet. So I went to Google. I searched make money online. I bought a website. I didn't know anyone, and they sent me a 3-page PDF that was showing me how to set up pay-per-click ads, which I had no idea what I was doing. I started setting those up. I was sending traffic to a replicated website, which you never want to do, and you don't know what you don't know. And I spent $3,000 on a pay-per-click ads, just the ads, and the website was more, and nothing converted. I did that for a year. I mean, I was getting like clicks and impressions on the website, but nothing converted. I mean, I know now you never want to send traffic to a replicated website. That doesn't work. And one of the issues is you only have one chance to talk to the person. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to send people to a sales page or just a website with information. You want to send them to a website or a capture page so you can get them on your email list, and you can keep communicating with them. And you end up and I didn't have a system. Um, I wasn't in position to act on what you were sharing. Oh, okay, Ron, that's fine. Appreciate you being here. I'm just curious because when I do ask people, why are you on social media? I mean, I've had like a few people, and I've been doing these now for over a month. Um, People don't want to answer. I mean, I've had a few people answer. Um, so, I mean, I'm just curious because I do believe, and I'm here, I'm on social media and I'm on multiple platforms. I'm live streaming right now from TikTok and YouTube. I do online marketing and making money from home. I haven't worked a job in over 9 years. I never have to work a job again. And that's because of this industry. And after I lost my job and I was broke, unemployed, in foreclosure. I was being sued, and my one brother who I adored, he passed away. I needed to figure out another way, and when I started, I just wanted to replace the income from the job I lost. And I've had days in this industry where I've made more money in a day than I made in a whole month when I was still working a job. So for me, I'll never have to go back and work a job, and I don't want to. Even if I did, if there was something I was not burning, I had a burning desire to do, but there's not. Um, and now it seems like every place I go into, people are looking to hire. In fact, we went out to dinner last night, and the restaurant we went in, and it's Labor Day weekend here in the States. Usually a lot of people aren't around. The restaurant was packed. I mean, we had a reservation. We went to a movie. The movie wasn't packed. There were people in the movie, but the restaurant, and we had a reservation. We waited for about 10 minutes before we got seated. I mean, there were a few empty tables, and then they had more people coming in. So those tables they were placing people at them. So, but every place I go into now, and when I lost my job, that was not the case. People were getting, good morning, you're in the Philippines. Thanks for jumping on. People were getting 1,500 resumes for one job. And if your application even made it out of the pile, I got like 3 interviews in a year. And now the job market's the exact opposite. I mean, it seems like every place I go into, it could be a store, it could be a restaurant, they're looking to hire, they need help. And in fact, the waitress that waited on us last night, she just wasn't waiting on people. She was also, when somebody left and to clean that table up, she was doing that too. And they usually have a busboy that does that. So I think that that restaurant we were in, they were shorthanded too. And that's just, I mean, it was really bad right after COVID. And I thought things would get better, but there's still so many places. It's just about, not all of them, but a lot of the places I go into, they have signs up, they're looking to hire people. So I think people are, and when I lost my job, it was the exact opposite. If you were looking for a job now, you could probably pick something, even if you'd never done it before, and they'd be willing to hire you and train you because they're so short-handed. I know the place when I went to have blood, it's LabCorp. They're like 5 minutes from my house. I was talking to the woman who's drawing my blood, and I said, "Don't you have to go to school for that for like 2 years?" And she said, "Yes," but she said she didn't have the money to go to school, and because of the way the job market is, she said, "I got a job at a hospital, and they trained me." So, the one they might make you sign something that you agree to stay for a year. I know some places are giving some crazy sign-on bonuses, like $1,000, or I mean, the health system near me, nurses, they were giving them. I don't know if they're still doing a $5,000 sign-on bonus. But you usually, when you get a bonus like that, you got to sign a thing saying you agree to stay at least 2 years. But the job market, I mean, it's totally different now than when I lost my job in 2011. I never saw a job market like that, and I ended up at one point. I took a job making 12.50 an hour. I lost that job too, and 12.50 is way an hour is way less than what I was making. I mean, and you're basically sitting there making like at least 100 calls a day. It was it was a roofing company to companies offering like a free roof inspection, and most of the time, some people would hang up on you because they viewed it as a telemarketing call. But I mean, I needed the money. I had maxed out 6 credit cards with $60,000 on it. I couldn't make the minimum payments. And like my Weber account, they would contact me every month because they try to go charge my credit card and it wouldn't go through. So I had to either put my debit card or something where I had the money um, to pay for my autoresponder. And that is, if I had to pick one tool that's an absolute must, is an autoresponder. Because if you're using social media and you're not getting people on an email list, the autoresponder software that you can attach to a website and send out automated emails. So that's running for you 24/7. And that's where the automation comes into this, because I've woken up to making money. I've been out doing something else. Um, and I'm still making money. And you can get this down to 2 hours a day. That was another thing that attracted me to this because, and most of us, I mean, I did get into this because I needed to make money and I couldn't find a job and I was only getting 2,000 from unemployment and that ran out. And I went for a long time with no income at all. Um, Most people get into this to make some money, but it's also about your time. And I have total autonomy now. If I need to do something, I don't have to ask. If I had a job, and if you have a job, you've got to ask if you want a day off or you want to take a vacation. Because you can't, you just can't do what you want when you're working a job. And that's the thing with this. I create my own hours. I You can get this down to 2 hours. Now I'm on a couple platforms, so I'm doing more than 2 hours. But I've been doing this for a long time. If you're new, I do recommend you just pick one platform, do it till you master it, and pick something you like. Because if you don't like it, you won't stick with it. But after you get master one, move on to another. And I've been doing this for 14 years. So I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. I have accounts on the other platforms like Pinterest and X. I don't spend a lot of time on them. That I spend the most time on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, if you those of us that live in the United States, and I do, we don't know what's going to happen with TikTok and President Trump. Um, President Trump has put another 90-day thing that he did June 19th. Um, but that expires now, tomorrow, September 1st. That expires on September 19th. I mean, is he going to keep doing that? Because there's no one that's come forward that seriously wants to buy TikTok. And President Trump probably has the money, but it's probably a conflict of interest. And I thought at one point he would talk Elon Musk into buying it, but it's still up in the air. In fact, their software I use it on my Instagram account it's in beta right now for TikTok, but they won't give it to anyone if you live in the United States. They were looking for beta testers. I said, yeah, I'll do it. Because I'm getting a ton of people commenting. I've got a video now that's at 1.8 million views, getting a ton of people commenting on that. And it's without that software. I mean, if I had the software, I would just attach my account and set up some messages, because you can automate like just about all of this. You can't do it for free. If you want to automate stuff, you got to pay. There's softwares out there. You can hire virtual assistants for people to do things you don't want to do, because when you start doing this, you don't want to. You want your time back, and a lot of people, they want more time to spend with their families and want more time to do the things that they want to do. And I know there's people working 2 or 3 jobs. We had somebody in our community before she started that she was working 3 jobs. She never had any time to spend with her kids. And she started this, and actually, she's made now over 6 figures. She was able to leave all 3 jobs, which is awesome. Because if and I know what it's like to work more than one job, because I did that. That was a long time ago. I worked a full-time job, a part-time job, and I was going to school at night, and it's exhausting. And then when you do get any time off, you're so exhausted that you don't, I know. I remember spending Saturdays sleeping till like 4 o'clock because I was so tired. I could have probably fallen asleep standing up. So working multiple jobs, and a lot of people have to do that because whatever they're making at one job, it doesn't make ends meet. And I know what that's like. I've known what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like to be in debt up to your eyeballs and not being able to pay. I mean, thank you, Jules, for liking my video. Really appreciate that. You can't pay. I mean, the minimum payment on those credit cards was $1,500 a month, and I could not do it. I mean, so being broke sucks, and there's people that have jumped on these lives, and I've talked to, that they've got a lot of debt. There's people in our community that have paid off a lot of debt. That was another reason some people have gotten into this. But one of the big reasons is because people want to be home with their kids. They want to have time with their families, doing what stuff with their family that they want to do. And if you're working a job, and if you're working more than one job, you don't have any time to yourself. And I've done that. So this gives you just not the financial freedom, but the time freedom, and it also gives you peace. And the peace, it can't it's there you can't put a price tag on the peace, and um it's hard to explain. But so many of the people I met when I started this, they have the time, the money to do whatever they want, and they have peace. And I do think you can't put a price tag on the peace. Um, Thank you for sharing the live too, Jules. I really appreciate it. Good morning, Gilbert. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know why you're on social media. And yesterday I was talking about, how much time do you spend on social media? Because when I'm on social media, I'm getting paid, and a lot of people, and maybe you do this and you can relate. Jules, you're from Missouri. Okay, you're close to St. Louis. That if you're on social media, you say you're only going to get on social media for like 10 minutes, and then before you know it, an hour's gone by, 2 hours have gone by. And if you're scrolling on social media, you're not getting paid for that. So I'm on social media and I'm getting paid for it. TikTok pays me for just using the platform, along with any other sales that I may get from leads that came from my TikTok account. The same with YouTube, although I'm almost halfway getting monetized on YouTube too. The platforms will pay you. TikTok's program is a little different than YouTube. Actually, I get paid for 2 things. TikTok pays me for 2 things. They pay me when I live stream like this, and then they pay me for any video that it's got to be at least a minute long and have at least 1,000 views. They pay me for that. Now, the one that I've got now was before I got approved for TikTok to be monetized, and that was just recently. And I just recently had 100,000 followers. So the video I have now that's got 1.8 million views, that one I'm not getting paid for. I'm not even sure that video is a minute long, but and you have to have 10,000 followers on TikTok, and you have to have had at least 100,000 views in the last 30 days to qualify to get into their program, because then you have to apply. The requirements for TikTok are for YouTube are a little different, but the platforms will pay you. And I'm on Instagram, although Instagram stopped they used to pay you for the views you got on Reels. But when I got to 10,000 followers, they were pausing that, and then they just got rid of it. Just a desire to actually earn money from my time and support, including professional sales and marketing. Do you have a product or something, or service, Jules, that you're offering? Because if you do, or maybe you don't, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. If you have a product or service that you're trying to promote, you can use social media. But I mean, when I started this, I didn't know how to use social media. I've personally spent it's over $100,000 to get around people. Um, In affiliate market. Well, Jules, if you wanna, I'm doing digital marketing, which is a little different. I've done affiliate and network marketing and high ticket affiliate marketing. The why I decided to do digital marketing is I have a couple of my own products and I make 100% profit on that. This program I'm using that it's 100% profit. It comes direct to you. Nothing goes to the company. If I have a free PDF, we're all following a 2-hour blueprint, working 2 hours a day. It's a proven blueprint. I have a free PDF if you want to check that out. And you can look at watch the videos and the page and check it out. Go to my right up here. Where my profile is. If you go up to my profile and click on it, there's a link there, payudaily.com. That's my website. If you click on that, it'll take you to a page. You put your email address in. There's 2 videos, and the page there. Watch the videos in the page, and you'll also get an email from me. That in the email, there's a link there with the PDF. It's free. You can keep it. You can download it and save it to your computer. But that's an outline of the blueprint I'm using. It's a 2-hour workday. And you can get this down to 2 hours now if you're brand new and you've never done anything, and you've never created content, videos or anything. It may take you longer in the beginning until you get used to it, but and I do recommend to people if you're want to get use social media, pick one platform, do it till you master it. Pick something you like. I mean, I'm on multiple platforms because I've done this for a long time, and I do suggest to people just pick one to start, and then once you master it, you can move on to others. But if you learn the right way to use social media, it doesn't matter if you've got a program, if it's affiliate program, digital network marketing, whatever, or you got your own product or service, you can use social media to get it out. There's over 5 billion people on social media every day. You keep being invited to TikTok. What TikTok does every morning when I log on, they're putting another program that I can get monetized on, and they would pay me. And I don't, I mean, the ones I'm doing, they're paying me from what I'm already doing. Some of them, they'll ask you to do a certain kind of video, and they're paying people for that. And then there's TikTok Shop, which I don't want to do that. But there's a bunch that I get an invite from them all the time. And then when they sent me an invitation to be monetized for the live streams and the videos, because I met that I had over 10,000 followers and I've got over 100,000 views in the last 30 days. I applied for that and I got in both of them. Now, I mean, it's not a lot of money, but if you do start getting some videos, because I've been in it now for about, I don't know, it's 2 weeks. Um, for me to get more videos because not all my videos are a minute long, and their requirement is for them to pay you on the videos. It's got to be at least a minute long, and you have to have at least 1,000 views on it. So it's just the ones from and it's been within the last week or two. I got into that program, and over the last week or 10 days, I hit 100,000 followers. I mean, I lost 10 accounts on TikTok, and I lost 3 of my Instagram accounts. I started this TikTok account last June and I started the Instagram last June. I started posting 3 videos a day, and I'm over 100,000 followers now on TikTok, and I'm close to 100,000 followers on Instagram. So, and that's just for me. And the blueprint I'm using, we do teach you that you want to post 3 videos a day. And I've tested that myself. I've done 1, I've done 2, I've done 4, I've done 5, I've done 10. And 3 really is the sweet spot. And if you're using social media, consistency is really important. Good morning, Gregory. Gregory, good morning, Bradford Shop. If you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. That consistency. When I say being consistent, it's 7 days a week because if you're trying to build up any kind of social media platform and you don't show up every day, then that's 7 days a week. You'll never get anyone to follow you. And a lot of people struggle with being consistent because people want to know you're going to show up every single day. And I've been here every day doing these lives since for over a month. I've been posting 3 videos on TikTok and my Instagram account since last June. And you may not think people are watching you. I'm telling you, people are watching you. They want to know you're going to show up every single day because if you don't show up, they'll go find somebody who does show up. And most of the people I talk to aren't consistent. Jules, it's digital marketing, and we have training to, I mean, you buy in digital, you buy the product. We have 4, you can pick which one's the best for you, and then you get 100% resale rights. You make 100% profit, it comes direct to you, but we show you the correct way to use social media, the correct way to build an email list. And we have a community actually over 55,000 people, and that we've got trainings, live interactive trainings throughout the week. Um, Jules, you're saying suffering joy, and I'm not sure what you mean. Good morning, Karen. But it's digital marketing, and digital market timeline for results. Well, I mean, how long it's going to take you? Anybody? I don't know. I can tell you when I started this, and having a mentor, having the right training, and having the right system, you need all three of those. I didn't have any of those. I didn't know anybody when I started, and I didn't make anything the first year. I mean, I bought a website. They sent me a PDF about setting up pay-per-click ads. I did that for a year. I was sending traffic to a replicated website, which you never want to do, and you don't know what you don't know. And I spent $3,000 and didn't make any money. So I knew I needed to start getting around somebody that has done what I wanted to do. And I ended up on Facebook one night, and I saw an ad that said earn 100% commissions. I mean, I joined that company. That company's not around anymore. But that was the first thing I joined, and to start meeting. And some of the first people I were meeting, they were not the right kind of people. They were telling me all kinds of wrong things, like you don't need an autoresponder. Yeah, you do. Yeah, Jules, that's a subscription you offer to your followers that they only get access to. You have special content that you're giving them access to. And then you can go live, but just to them. I mean, they're paying for that. So if you don't have a following, and TikTok will keep suggesting that to you because they want you to spend money. I mean, I get that. And I also get to, from TikTok to put place ads. They'll take one of my videos and say, "Hey, you want to get more exposure on this?" Because you can run ads on TikTok. I've never run ads on TikTok. In this account, I've never run ads. And the video I have that I've got over 1.8 million views. I did that organically, but they're going to show things like that to you. I mean, that do that with everybody that they want people to sign up. And there was something else the other day I was getting from TikTok that's new, and I mean, I ignored it, but they're gonna keep showing you stuff like that, because they want you to spend money, and the subscription for them, that's recurring income for them because people that do have subscriptions, they pay so much every month to be able to do that, but if you don't have a following, I mean, you don't it doesn't make sense for you to spend money because then if you don't have a following, you're not gonna get anybody on that. You're saying, "Thanks, please elaborate your solution and the product promo today." It's digital marketing, and there's 4 products, and if you go to my website, click the profile, go to payudaily.com. There's 2 videos about there that you should watch, meet my mentor, but we teach people. We've got a community at onschool.com, which you may or may not know what that is, of over 55,000 people. It's 100% profit. I'm not, and I've done affiliate marketing, I've done network marketing, I've done high ticket affiliate marketing. You're sharing a profit. Most of them, they pay you somewhere between 20 and 40%. This is 100% profit to you. Whatever product or products you buy, then you get 100% resale rights. It's called MRR, which is Master Resale Rights. It's been around for a while, but it's not like affiliate or marketing or network marketing where the company's paying you a percentage to promote their products. And most on generally pay between 20 and 40%. And some of them have a monthly subscription. There's no monthly fees with this. The cost for the course are one time. I mean, there's a one-time $39 website fee so they can build you a website. That's one time. There's a form you'll fill out and you'll send that to them because you need a website to put in your funnel. But it's digital marketing. Discuss my 2025 success versus the last 6 to 12 months after the pandemic, 2% returns. It's I mean, if you're asking me if I was losing money or something during the pandemic, in fact, that was the opposite. There were more people looking for ways, especially when everybody was home. And now I mean, everybody wants to work from home. That actually, that helped me with getting more people that were interested in buying. And this year's been okay. I've invested $5,000 into a mastermind to get better results, and my mentor has given me a couple and make more money, given me a couple suggestions, which one of them was to learn AI. So I did buy an AI course. I'm going through that, and the content I've been creating over the last couple months, I'm using AI. And then the other thing she suggested to me was to do live streams like this, because I mean, I've live streamed before, but I never did this consistently. Well, I mean, Jules, if you anybody that's doing this, we're all in profit and everybody's results are different. So, and I can't say, I mean, if you're brand new and you're just starting out, I mean, we've got two people now in our group that have made over $500,000. We've got plenty of other people. I'm not the only person making money with this. I mean, there are 55,000 people in our community, and there's some not doing anything, but the people that are plugging in, going through the training, implementing what they learn, plugging into the community, we're all making money. Um, and you say you're seeking proven profit results. I mean, I've done, if you go to my Instagram account, I've done put up how many times testimonials from different people in our group that they're all making money. If you go to, and I've got probably in my highlights, there's when I have wins or not results, wins and shout outs to other people in the group making money. And what anybody, and I learned this, and I'll share this with you. In this industry, I call it the 70-20-10 rule. 70% of people want to make 0 to $500 a month. There are people that just sign up to something to be in the group. They never do anything, they never make any money. And that's most people. 20% of the people, they want to make between $1,000 and $3,000 a month. And then 10%, I'm in the 10%, want to make over $10,000 a month. So there's people that do this, and there's people that sign up at stuff all the time. They never make any money because they don't do anything. And what someone else's results are doesn't mean that's going to be your results. I don't know your work ethic. I don't know the time or effort you put into anything. I don't know if you're coachable. I don't know if you're consistent. Um, I don't know how well you follow instructions. I mean, anybody can do this. I had a guy that messaged me, I guess it was 2 weeks ago on TikTok, and he was messaging me from an account where he didn't have his name or a picture, and he wanted me to do a personal video for him and telling him about me and then about the business. And he said to me, so he can feel more comfortable moving forward. If you're going to do this and be successful, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. There is no growth in your comfort zone. And when people ask me, I mean, and I can't on this live show you all the wins in our group because people are posting it. They're in it every day. Um, and there I can't give well, if you're not a member, no, you can't get access to the group. But I mean, we've got pages and pages of people posting and how many posts that they make money. But some people don't, just want to make a little bit of money. Okay, well, I've said that how many times on here, but I'll say it again. I lost my job in 2011. Next month is my 14-year anniversary. I couldn't find a job. The job market was awful. People were getting 1,500 resumes for one position. I've ended up being broke, unemployed, in foreclosure. And I was desperately looking for a way to make money because I couldn't find a job. And I went one day to Google, searched make money online. I didn't know anybody because a lot of people, they meet somebody that they know. So nobody introduced me to that. I bought a website. They sent me a 3-page PDF with instructions on how to set up pay-per-click ads. I did that. I spent $3,000 on ads. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have training. I didn't have a system. I did that for a year. I didn't make any money. And I knew I needed to get around someone that had shown me what they did because you can't do this without a mentor. Um, and you can't do it without training, and you need a proven system, and I didn't have any of that, so I started looking. I ended up on Facebook one night. There was an ad there for that said earn 100% commissions. I joined that company, and that company's not around anymore. I mean, I've been involved with 16 companies that are out of business. Um, and I joined that. That was the first people I met. And they were telling me stuff like, you don't need an autoresponder. You need an autoresponder. And to go on Facebook and spam your link in the groups, which, yeah, you might get some leads and some sales, but they're the worst prospects. And I did that. Um, I mean, I did that for like another year, year and a half, and started looking for somebody who had some results, that was making money, and I was on a webinar, that she was a speaker on there. So I went and checked her out, and I signed up with her in something because she's been doing this for over 25 years, and hooking up with her because if you join something with somebody, they'll mentor you. I have hired coaches. I mean, I spent a lot of money. There was particular things I wanted to learn. If there's something specific you want to learn, you want to get around somebody who's an expert on that. If they have a course, because nobody's going to pour into you and teach you all the stuff without you investing some money. And I've hired people privately, and spent as much as $10,000 to hire them to coach me. And I've been in a mastermind for like the last 8 months that I paid $5,000 to join that. And that's cheap. A lot of masterminds, you're going to pay $25,000 or more. And some people coaching, you pay 25 grand or 30,000. It depends on the person, how much they charge. But that's how, I mean, my road here. And I did the first year, I didn't make any money. After 5 years, I started making a little bit of money. It took me 6 years to have my first four-figure day. It took me 7 to have my first five-figure month. And I didn't have what I had today when I started because I didn't know anybody. I wish I had something like this when I started, but I didn't because, and Michelle, who owns the company, and she pours into people like I've never seen before. And I've done a lot of things. And as I said, I've been with over 15, 16 companies now that are out of business, and that can happen. That does happen. So you want to build multiple streams of income. So you're saying, please let me know what to specifically review to obtain success and financial success. Well, it's not, you can't review something, Jules, and get that. You want to look for something, a program. It could be affiliate marketing, it could be network marketing, it could be digital marketing or high ticket affiliate marketing. And that's what you want to review. You want to check, go through the thing I'm sending you to. There's 2 videos. You can meet my mentor, go through the page. I will send you an email that has a free PDF that I give away to people. It's the 2-hour blueprint. It outlines it. You should download that, save it to your computer, go through that so you can learn about the blueprint. The pages in the video will tell you about the program, what your options are for buying. There are some pay plans if you need that, at the bottom of the page. Go through that. It should answer all your questions. If it doesn't, that you'll get an email from me, respond back to the email with any questions. But whether you're looking at what I'm doing or what anybody else is doing, yeah, you want to review those, but reviewing stuff is not going to get you success and financial success. Starting to do something, and you decide what you want to what I'm doing is digital. The programs are all digital, so I'm not dealing with shipping, customer service, and they're not my products, customer service or any of that. So if somebody's got a tech issue that they can contact, they have ways to contact the company, there's support there. I do have some of my own products. If you're promoting someone else's stuff, you don't have to deal with that. It's digital, so there's no shipping. After somebody signs up, they get immediate access to the products. And those are the ones, good morning, Feroz. Those are the ones that's going to show you how to use social media correctly, how to build an email list. And because you have to learn marketing. And the people that are making money is because they've mastered some skills. I've mastered some skills, and it is mindset and skill set, and you have to master both. We have some mindset stuff. My mentor does a interactive training once a week where she gets on and does a training, and then she breaks us out in groups. But you want to review different programs, like take a look at what I'm doing, take a look at some other ones, and depending on your goals and your dreams and your budget, what you want to do, um, and make a decision. And then find out, whatever you're reviewing, find out as much about it as you can, and then decide what you want to do. Because, yeah, if you want to try it on your own, I don't recommend that. And even with me putting money out, because what I did was not completely free. And I didn't know anyone when I got into this industry. I knew somehow, and I think it was God telling me people were making money on the internet. And I did go searching, and I've spent a lot of money on things. I've lost a lot of money. There were things that I got. I mean, there was one thing I got involved with. I put $8,000 into it, and then when it came around to the company paying people, they took off. I mean, and that does exist in this industry, and unfortunately gives the whole industry a bad rap. But not everything's a scam. And I see people get, basically frozen and won't do anything because they're too scared. And it's about you becoming more. It is, and I say this whole industry, it's personal development with a compensation plan. So you review some things, do your due diligence, and then decide what you want to do. I did network marketing for a while and got completely burned out. I mean, I didn't have any automation or systems. I was prospecting people, and that works. I was spending a ton of time in Messenger messaging people. I ended up signing over 350 people into that company. And I got completely burned out, and I just don't want to do network marketing. So you decide what you want to do. I like 100% profit coming to me, because if you do affiliate marketing, you're only going to make a percentage. Capera, if you want more information, go up to my profile right up here, click the link. It's payudaily.com. Put your email address in. There's 2 videos. Watch both those videos, read the page. You'll get an email from me that I have a link in there with the free PDF I'm using. It's the blueprint I'm following. That's yours to keep. Go through that, look at the different things, decide what you want to do. If you've got questions, that should answer all your questions. You can respond back to me in an email, and I'll answer your questions. So check that out. And then if you got questions, email me back. Have you earned back your investments and retirement savings? I haven't earned. I had retirement money from my jobs that I lost. I am in profit. I'm in 100% profit. It took me a while to do that. And I wasn't in profit for a long time. I'm just being straight with you. But you want to, and the program I'm in, there's no monthly fees to start. I mean, it's a one-time fee when you sign up. But if you're building an email list, and you want to be building an email list, you use a tool called the autoresponder. That there's plenty out there. And like the one I use, they'll give you up to 2,000 subscribers for free, but then you have to start paying for it. You want to, be in profit every month to your expenses, but we really keep your monthly expenses down. But if you're seriously about this, you want to build an email list, you will get past 2,000 subscribers, and then you'll have to pay for your autoresponder. I don't have any jobs, Fanny. That's not what I do. So you're saying how to apply for that job. It's not a job, it's a business. If you want more information about it, I have a free PDF about the blueprint I'm using. Come right up here to the top of the page to my profile, click the link in my profile. My website's payudaily.com. Watch the 2 videos, go down and read the page. You'll get an email from me with a link that has a free PDF about the blueprint I'm using. Click on that. You can download it and save it. That's yours to keep. The information I'm giving you, that should answer all your questions. If it doesn't, you can respond back to my email, and I'd be glad to answer any questions you have. Jules, you're saying you mentioned funnels, digital affiliate marketing, post live. Okay, well, you need a sales funnel, Jules. That's the system, and a lot of people are not doing this correctly. You need a sales funnel, like the thing I'm doing. They'll build you a website. You need to put your website in that. They will build. That's a one-time $39 fee. There are, you can pay somebody to set up a funnel, or you can do it yourself. But you need a funnel. Like if you go to my website, it's a page there. It's got writing. There's a place for you to put your email address in, and then that page is attached to. Well, I have more than 30 emails now. A series of 30 emails that go out from me automatically. That's running 24 and 7 because and it'll take you to my website that tells you about the program. There's videos there with my mentor. And you want to have something set up like that. And mine are all digital, so there's no shipping. You don't have to worry about shipping physical products. Network marketing, you do, but and affiliate marketing is mostly the same way. But when I say digital affiliate marketing, those are business models. There's network marketing, there's affiliate marketing, high ticket affiliate marketing, digital marketing. Some people have their own coaching services. And I have some of my own products. Some people they just market their own products. When you make your own product, you've got to do the customer service and all that. But those are different business models um, that you decide what you want to do. And I've done all of them. And I've done some private coaching, depending on what you want to do and what your interests are. People join network marketing, and I'm involved with two network marketing companies. I don't promote them, I use the products. I have made some money from one of them because somebody might ask me, and I'll say this is what it is. But I decided not to do network marketing or high ticket affiliate marketing. I got totally burned out doing network marketing because you're prospecting people. There's no leverage or automation in it. And this is what I want to do. I mean, you can get this down to 2 hours a day, so you don't have to be spending, hours and hours and hours on social media. You want to get a system set up, but you decide what business model you want to do. That's, depending on your interest. And, you should pick something that you believe in. And I just really believe in that, what I'm doing and my mentor. Um, and because there's too many people in our group having success with this, and I've done ton of things since I've been doing this, and I've met how many people? I mean, tens of thousands of people. I've never seen anybody pour into people like she does. Okay, Jules, if you have questions, just respond back to my email. Good morning, Mr. Bill. What do people call you? And that's not the Mr. Bill I may be familiar with. What do people call you? It's funny when I get on these, when I say to people, most people will not. And Jules was honest enough um, to say why she's on here because you're going to church. Okay, well, thanks for jumping on. Um, People don't want to. Yeah, and that's another thing that they have the time and the money to do what they want, and they have peace, and you can't put a price tag on the peace. I mean, because there's things that this industry really is personal development with the compensation plan. I've learned things in this industry my parents didn't teach me. I didn't learn it in school, and I really didn't learn it in college. Um, and it's I mean, it's life-changing. Some of the people I've met, the stuff I've learned, and it's all biblical. I mean, because it's our birthright. It's my birthright to be wealthy. It's your birthright to be wealthy. It's all of our birthrights to be wealthy because God didn't want anybody to be broke or living in poverty, and most people get stuck in that. And something, and a lot of people, and me, I didn't have a choice. I couldn't find a job. I didn't have a backup plan. I didn't have a partner to rely on. And losing my job at one of the worst times ever. I mean, I've never seen a job market that bad. I never had problems getting a job before. But the fact that people were getting 1,500 resumes, and then ended up I was broke, unemployed, and in foreclosure, and drowning in $250,000 of debt, and I had no idea how I was going to get myself out of this mess. And I don't think if I had found this industry, digital marketing, I probably would have lost my house. I mean, I lost a lot of things, but this you can decide how much you want to make, and the amount of money anybody makes is in direct proportion to the value they bring to the marketplace. And you don't want to give all your time away for free, but I'm up here every day. I've been doing these now for over a month, giving out free value. I post 3 videos every day on my TikTok account and my Instagram account. So it's and there's a right way to do this. And if you're not gonna, we've got over 55,000 people in our group, and I have seen in this industry I've seen people spend tens of thousands of dollars and they do nothing. I mean, if you don't do anything, you're not going to make any money. And there is a 95% failure rate, but most people don't do anything. Good morning, Dimple. Is that what people call you? Good morning, Tori. Good morning, Chad. If you're jumping on, Let me know where you're coming in from. I was just talking actually to Jules, trying to explain to her what I was doing and what we this is an industry. It's called the home based business industry. Um, and most people, I mean, I didn't know this existed. You say, I got a few minutes why I'm unable to open your Instagram when click on your link at TikTok. Um, Jules, it's probably your browser or your device. Because that, I mean, I've had tens of thousands of people go through that. And if you're on your phone, and you're on I don't know if you're on a phone or laptop, if you're on a phone, you don't have that app on your phone, it's gonna be a lot harder for you to go over to Instagram. I mean, I have I have TikTok too, YouTube and Instagram. I have the apps on my phone, so I can go to one to the other. If you don't have that on there, it's gonna be harder for you to go over to Instagram. But my handle there is Real Linda Bomba. I'm verified over there. I pay for that. If the account, because there's so many people making a fake accounts of me. If it's not verified, that's not me. My handle is Real Linda Bomba. I'm at about 96 or 97,000 followers. But the way you can there's so many fake accounts on social media now. The way you can tell if it's fake, if you look at the person's profile, like on Instagram, it's Real Linda Bomba. There's something in the handle because nobody else can have that name. There's either an extra letter, an extra number, a sign or symbol or something, and then they steal I'm not the only one. They stole my videos, put them on another account. They take my picture, they just do a screenshot, they upload the picture, and that's you want to. If you're questioning if it's a real account, my Instagram account is verified, so I think nobody that's doing these fake accounts is going to pay for an account, and that might be a way for these social media platforms to try to eliminate these fake accounts. But if you've got any kind of following on any social media platform, I've got tons of people. It doesn't matter if TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. They create fake accounts. They steal your content. They steal your images. And on Instagram, it's Real Linda Bomba. I'm verified. If it's not verified, it's not me. And TikTok, I'm the Real Linda Bomba. I mean, you're on my real account now, but there's a bunch of people that have created fake accounts of me there. So because it's gotten to be a real problem. And then what people do is I don't use Instagram or Telegram or WhatsApp. They'll message people and it looks like me. And then I don't do crypto or Forex. They're going to start saying, oh, if you give me blah blah, and they're basically stealing your money, and they're doing a crypto thing or forex, or they're going to invest money for you. It's not me. I don't message people like that. And the only reason I would message somebody is if they're asking me, like if they comment on one of my videos, if they're asking for more information. But I'm not messaging people at saying I'm doing crypto or forex because I don't do crypto or forex. But you have to be careful out there because some of these people are slick, and then they want to get you on WhatsApp or Telegram. And they're just basically trying to rip people off. I mean, I had somebody, I'm friends with her on Facebook. It was her name, and it was in my messenger and all that. And she's saying, if you give me, it was something like if I gave her $1,500 today via Cash App, there would be $18,000 in my Cash App account, like in 20 minutes, which that's ridiculous. And it was a fake account. She even left like a voice message. You can leave voice messages and messenger. And it's somebody I'm friends with on Facebook, but they made a fake account of her, and I was just saying, I don't think it's really you, and that's what they do. And I can tell you, Meta told me and people say, oh, they'll report it, but Meta told me they don't do anything, and it's not against their community guidelines violations. So on Facebook and Instagram, you can report a fake account, but they're not going to do anything about it. And it's gotten to be, I mean, if you've got any kind of following, people are going to start creating fake accounts of you. And that's what they do. And I mean, if the social media platform started charging everybody, it would probably eliminate them because they're not going to set up. I mean, these people I mean, they're setting up a lot of fake accounts. If they had to pay, and somebody that's doing a fake account, they wouldn't pay for it. But I don't think they want to charge people. I mean, I do pay on Instagram. I do pay to be verified. That's like I think it's $15 a month, and there's a little blue badge at the top of mine. That's how you can tell if somebody's verified. But I mean, it's unfortunate in the world we live in. But I think especially if you're doing this, trust is even more important because of all the fake accounts. And now AI is making it. And the last couple months, the videos I've been creating, I've been using AI to create those. Um, and AI is not going away. And I wanted to learn it. And I think right now in 2025 is the time to learn it. I mean, tomorrow's September 1st. There's 4 months left of this year, and we're through 2025. I just wanted to start making sure I'm learning AI because it's not going away. And it's not that AI will replace you, it's that the people who learn AI will replace you. So I bought a course and then I got gifted another one, which I haven't had time to go through that yet. But I'm using AI. It's not going away. And I think a lot of people are afraid of it. But you can do some really cool things with videos using AI. So I decided to get on it. So I am using AI, and that's not with the whole thing with the fake accounts. That's probably making it worse. But that's why one of the reason I'm going to put a video up today or tomorrow about the kinds of content you should be posting because you can't just post one kind of content, and there's different kinds because you want to build trust with people. And this one, and my mentor taught me this, so I'm doing my own video, and I'll probably post it today or tomorrow because building trust now and your content. If you're using social media and you're putting content out there, I mean that's how I build a following. That's how I make money because I have tons of people asking for more info. You generate leads and you want to get them into a system. Because if you're sending people to something, you can only talk to them once. Um, they're gonna go off your page, and you're not gonna have any other chance to talk to them. And yeah, I do get some sales on first touch, but most people have to see something multiple times. So if you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. If you've got any questions, because I committed to being here for an hour every day, and I'm almost up at the hour today. If there's a question anybody has, drop it in the comments. If there's something you're trying to figure out and you want to learn, I'd be glad to do a training on one of these. Somebody asked me to do one on social media marketing. Someone else asked me, I did one on email marketing because if you're using social media and you're not using email, you're missing out. And I'd be glad to do that. If it's something I've done, if it's something I haven't done, I can't because I don't think it's ethical to train on stuff you haven't done. If it's something I've done, I've personally done, I've made money with it, and I know about it, I'd be glad to do one. Or, you can send an email to lindabomba@payudaily.com. If you don't want to, post a question here or you don't want to, say you're trying to figure something out, because I could probably help you with that. I mean, I don't have all the answers. I know a lot. If I don't have something I can do myself, I can probably give you a resource. If there's something you're interested in, you'd like to learn. So if you're jumping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Besides Jules, who was the only person on here that really was honest and said why she was on here, because I do believe that most of the people that are jumping on my live and other people's lives, you're looking for a way to make money from home, or you've been trying and you're not getting the results that you want, and you're jumping on it, just not my life, but other people's lives, and people don't want to say anything. There's, I think one of the reasons people like these lives is there's no accountability. You could be laying on your couch with your phone and you can jump on. You could be sitting on a toilet for all I know, and you don't really have to do anything because TikTok does show me who's on, and I can see people coming on, and people will come on and then they must jump off, and then I see them coming back on again. YouTube doesn't show me that, but the cool thing with YouTube, and I am on YouTube, when I end this live stream, they upload this live, the recording of it, to my YouTube channel. It becomes a piece of content. And unless I delete it, it stays there. TikTok only keeps them for 30 days, and I think they break them up, but it's a piece of content, and it's helping me get the hours. I'll get monetized on YouTube too. I just got monetized on TikTok, and TikTok is paying me for these lives. They're paying me for every video I cut that's a minute long and it gets at least 1,000 views. They pay me for that too. And you're using the platform, might as well have them pay you for using it. And they're all businesses. They want you to keep people on the platform. And that one video, I have my TikTok account right now. It's at 1.8 million views. I posted that on August 8th. People are still commenting on it because what, and not just TikTok, but all the social media platforms, they want you to keep people on the platform. It's a business. So if they see you have a piece of content, the people are liking it, they're watching, they're commenting on it, they push that video out to more people. And that's why that one video now I've got that's done so well. And those kind of videos are great, but I am going to post a video today, tomorrow. There's 3 different kinds of content you should be creating. And that is one kind. You don't want to just do one kind of videos. And if you don't have any training and you haven't gotten a mentor, you probably don't know that. But I'm going to post that on um, probably my TikTok account and my Instagram account today or tomorrow. So I'm over an hour, and so if nobody has any questions or there's something you're trying to figure out, I am here. I'm here every day at 10 a.m. Eastern. I will be back tomorrow again at 10 a.m. Eastern. Thank you for everybody jumping on. If you liked my video, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow.